98 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Oh yeah, it's cooling off.
It's cool. It's 105 today.
Now it's a little bit rough here, Dave. Kind of go to your left. It's washed out from the floods that happened not too long ago, but we can still get through. Now, Dave, once you get up here, we're just gonna kind of turn just to the side of the road to get off the road, and we're gonna get out.
All right, right here.
Yep.
Says the road is closed.
Road is closed. Thank heavens. All right, we're gonna get out.
I'll help you, Dave.
I'm not sure.
Another issue you're going to have is the wind.
Yeah, I want to get that way. Let me get this shot too. I want to get behind the wind. But I got to put this mic back in. This is tough, man. Hang on a second.
It's a good job, isn't it?
Where do you want to get shot at?
Where you want me?
We're there. Yeah.
All right, we're live.
Where do you want
Been
to
live. All right, so you can see we're battling the elements here. We've got wind blowing, but this sign is pointing in the top sign in Hebrew behind me says Ma'ale Akrabim, which means the ascent of the scorpions. And it's right up here. Now, Dave Cole would have us drive that and video it probably, but I'm kind of chicken, I'll be honest. I did that with him once and I'm not doing it again. The road is closed, mainly as I understand, it's treacherous first of all. It was bad already.
Right.
And then the floods, the flash floods that hit the desert. See, we're in the lowest area on earth at the Dead Sea, which is about 30 kilometers to the north of us. So imagine the rain that comes to Jerusalem. You've been there.
Right.
I mean, it's going to roll downhill. It's coming down to this bowl, basically.
And the ground can't absorb the rain.
It's exactly right.
These wadis just shoot it like they're pipelines. And right now we just crossed sea level. I saw the sign back there, Ross. So we're still really, really low in terms of where we are.
Exactly. And Jerusalem is, way above sea level.
Right.
So you've got all this rain. Well, anyway, it messed this road up. So they've closed the road. Now, the reason this is significant, why would we even try to do this? Why would we come out here? Because not only do we want you to come and see it and experience it, we want you to get a feel for where we're at in the Bible.
That's a good point.
And I'm going to post a Bible map, but I want you to get this. So the southern boundary, as God defines the land of Israel, when the children of Israel came in, Numbers chapter 34, verses 1 through 3, say that this southern line crosses Ma'ale Akrabim, and we know from the passages you read, Ezekiel 47, verse 19, Ezekiel 48, 28, 1 Kings 9, 18, 2 Chronicles 8, 4. We're hoping that John is going to write all this down for you. Now, where we're going next is another stop that's mentioned in the wilderness journey.
Yeah.
Do I need to move over? Is the sun in the right place?
Yeah, it's getting there, but I don't want to get too bad on it.
Dave, can you get a pan just to show you how
I'd like to.
crazy it is up
Let me
there?
get over here close to Ross.
Yeah.
And from his point of view, he can talk closer to me.
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't want that wind to hit us that way. Well, y'all want the pan of the mountain?
Yeah, just show them that trail. It's like a snake trail.
You get the idea. That's the nice part of the.
Probably going to be windy. Here we go.
Those people who do not like to drive on treacherous roads, this is one of the worst.
It's like a single lane
Right.
that opposing traffic would try to navigate.
Right.
Now the bad thing, and this is honest, when Dave and I did this, well, Dave did it and I was stuck with him having to do it. We passed an individual who had died. He was on a motorcycle, right there.
Yeah.
Now, so this is the southern, this marks the southern. Now the reason this Ma'ale, the ascent of the scorpions, was the original way that people would go from the Negev, the south, the desert, on up into the promised land proper, I guess. So they had to cross here. Now the Romans set up a tax station if you would go up this road and you snake around to the left, there's a Roman tax station right there. And that Roman tax station, the Romans set it up, and then when you would come, you had to pay your taxes
to Caesar.
That's
the
right.
Tribute to Caesar.
Pay into Caesar. That's
and
right.
I seen that tax station because they kind of they did a little archaeology.
They
on
did.
That.
They
They
did.
uncovered a little bit of that. And the other thing I would like to try to, for the people interested in the tribes, we know that Ephraim was given 2 plots of land. But this is Judah, and Benjamin is going to be close to us, isn't it, Ross?
Judah is, you're right, it's the tribe of Judah, and Benjamin would be to the north of that.
Right.
So, but this is the southern boundary of Judah.
Right.
Now, I want people to see where we're going, and we've got to get there and get back. So, Dave, if you look where I'm pointing, this mountain that's off in the distance, it's got like a plateau right over Sherry's head. Right over Sherry's head.
Hey, Sherry. Patty, you can see that. What is that mountain?
That is, it's called several things. One is Mount Sin, and we're going to post a link so that they can see. It's also referred to as Mount Hor, where Aaron died and was buried. Now, someone may ask, well, wait a minute, I thought that was in Jordan.
You know, let me get a focus of that.
Yes.
Yeah, so Mount Hor, there are different proposals, but if you follow Numbers, I don't mean to holler at you here today, but if you focus on Numbers 33, Aaron dies and is buried at Mount Hor. There's one other stop, and then they come to Ovot.
Go back and can't hold that very long.
Okay. Yeah, where we started out.
So there's no doubt, Ross, we can say with a high degree of certainty that the Israelites passed through this area.
I believe they did.
And if you could imagine 2.5 million people
Okay, hang
traveling
on.
through.
I gotta turn around and do something. And then also, I need some water.
Alright.
Yeah, I really do. There we go.
So,
Good.
so we can get a good view of this area. And they had to be funneled into the
Yeah.
and this road is the most logical place in the valley for the road. So you were talking about being old ancient paths. I think this is an ancient path. It's been paved over many times, but it's an ancient path.
Yeah, and looking at the terrain, you can follow. See how we have on this side of the road,
Right.
we have like walls, and on that side of the road, this is a natural path. Like you said,
Right.
it's an ancient roadway.
Right.
We know Ma'ale Akrabim right here is an ancient path,
Right.
and it's the only way to get through.
Right.
So what we're going to
without
do,
all the tools to make a road like that.
right? So we've got about 30 minutes, and we want to get there before sunset. And we're not going to spend a lot of time there, but we just want people to ride, and we're going to ride. Now there are a few signs that say, don't pass, and so forth. But we're going to go ahead and go because mainly those signs are talking about. They have in this area. There's a phosphate plant.
Right.
See, it says concretion field.
Yeah.
Okay, so this area out here, there's a phosphate plant, and we're going to drive right past that on our way to Mount Hor.
All right.
And let's do it. Let's quit talking about it. Let's do it.
Hopefully you can enjoy taking a ride with us. Strong.
You know, I'm gonna need another one too.
All right.
Yeah, did they tell you things is running loud the whole time?
Yeah?
I'm gonna have to stand over here and then go run get the car.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk in your shadow.
And then I'm gonna go get the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in your shadow.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, all right. Nobody knows. I can't stop this thing. You know, look at it from my point of view.
Did you get some water?
Yeah, I gotta get. Whoa. Dave Tyler.
Hey,
This wasn't.
hey, come on in the car. We're going to go for a ride to Mount Hor. Right that way. We're going to go down this way. It's not a good road, but we're going to take it anyways, right, Dave?
Here, let me see the camera back here.
All right,
Let
go
me
ahead.
hold it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me check something out.
You can do it. I just
Hang on.
trying to give you a break.
Yeah, I know I got to make sure that's still good, yeah.
Hey, I got a light on, Dave. Did you not shut your door all the way?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right.
Okay.
Just need to get some of that heat out of it.
Sherry,
Got
Is
it?
it me?
is it me? Lights on.
I did open the hatch.
Oh,
Is that, you think, let me check.
yeah, it's probably the hatch. Just sorry about that. I just don't want to.
Dave, I just volunteered to give you a break. If you'd rather hold it, I just.
Yeah. I
Okay, Sherry,
don't
thank you.
want it at the sun.
Yeah.
That's all I can really kind of say.
All right, are we ready to drive?
All right, we're gonna go.
And the focus going to that glass, but I don't really need a brake. It's not really a good shot at all.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just right in the sun.
Little bumpy road driving.
Yeah, not the best of roads, but it is what it is.
Okay, so the tall mountain with the plateau is Mount Hor.
That's the one. It's called Mount Zen,
Mount Zen.
and it's called Mount Hor.
Okay.
And one of the sites that we're gonna post a link to is it's Bible Places.
Yeah.
And on Bible Places, they've got this article on Mount Zen. And so it says there that Mount Zen is also one of the proposed sites for Mount Hor. So we believe that if you follow the northern route of the Exodus, that this is the place that the children of Israel would have been.
I think I got
You
that
ready?
shot, yeah.
All right.
I think I got it good. I think it's coming into play.
A little bit bumpy, but that's all right. That's part of the experience. It's not as bumpy as when Dave and Patty took us to one of the proposed sites for Sinai.
Howard
That was a bumpy
Carcoon.
ride.
Howard Carcoon. Well, again, you can also see, Ross, that like they had to walk. If there's 2.5 million people, they had to walk through here, and there's no doubt that they're not going to be up in the hills and stuff of that nature. Very good walking.
Now what we're gonna do is, if we lost the video feed,
Yeah.
even though Dave is filming the live,
Right.
I'll do a check and I'll test it with a couple of people that I can say, hey, are you picking us up?
Right.
And if they're not, we'll shut off the live feed that we think we're, whatever we can do.
All right.
Does that make driving down the road? They would have.
Trucks coming through here. You can
Oh yeah.
tell. They've beaten it into the ground.
Woo! Man,
It's live footage here.
I didn't think this one through.
Didn't think what?
I didn't think this idea through. But yeah, it's hard to get a good shot and all this if you do anything worth. We're seeing though.
Something crossed over there.
What happened?
You see something across the road. Something scraped along here. Just saying.
I've got one test going on as Vic is checking. She was watching, so I'm gonna see what she sees.
All right.
And it's we threw this in just to see if it would work. If it
Yeah.
does, it does. If
Yeah.
it doesn't,
If it's being recorded, it could be uploaded and watched in another.
Yeah. Tell you what, that was
Here it
tough.
comes.
Whoa.
Someone's
good.
bulldozing some big dirt over here. Was that from the flood, you think, Ross?
I don't know if it's that or if it's just in there working on the road to make it more navigable. You know.
Yeah, it could be. You start seeing
Yeah, I've been watching it. It says it's going live, so
good stuff over here. Beautiful stuff over here. So Ross, do you know roughly on the proposed site of Kadesh Barnea how far that is from here?
It's going to be south of here,
Right.
and the biggest, the most, I guess, widely accepted
Right.
site is south of here and right inside Egypt.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we wouldn't be able to do that one.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Roughly how many miles would you guess?
I'd have to look at the map and figure out exactly. But one thing that we do know, one reason we suggest a northern route is because the king of Arad
Yeah.
gets nervous. He sees the children of Israel coming.
And they're a mass of people.
And they're a
too.
mass of
Over
people.
2 million people.
Yeah, so he's pretty upset and anxious about this. And if they're in the Sinai, way in the southern version
Right.
of the proposed site,
How would he
you
even know about
yeah,
it?
he's not even going to know about it, you
No.
know?
No Facebook and no
That's
Facebook.
right, no Twitter and Facebook feed, so
No live YouTube.
that's right.
Yeah. Well, of course, today we have these amazing chariots
We
that are
don't know.
motorized.
We don't know all about that. There we go.
Here we go. Right into the sun. Sorry about that, Dave.
We're just going to keep veering to the left.
Guess we can stop here. There we go. Coming over that way. You're right here in the car with us, and we're seeing not much traffic out here.
Yeah. Not a lot of tour buses. Have we seen any tour buses?
No, that's the thing. We're taking you to places that are not only off the beaten path, but tourists don't ever stop here. I can't imagine taking a bus full of people, you know, from England down this road, you know, whatever. But we know the importance of it, Ross, you know.
Yeah.
This place could have been where, you know, think about it for a moment. Jehovah said to Aaron, come up on the mountain. I have to tell you.
Now, hold up just a second. Now, what I usually do is go to the right.
Yeah.
But what I don't know is, and we could just take a little adventure and see, but let's do the right. I know the right goes there.
Yeah.
Even though the left is a little bit better road, I'm not sure if that goes all the way up there.
Okay. But we know that Jehovah asked Aaron to come up there, and he said it's your time. You know. So
Yeah.
120 years and some odd days where we read in the book of Numbers.
Yeah, he's 123 when he dies.
123.
Yeah.
And
Poor thing, you had to walk up that mountain.
think about how much they had to walk. But you know, they'd be healthy people if you had to walk all that time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you've had your exercise in by the time you get to
Got
this
your
point.
steps in.
you get your steps in. Imagine that we think we walk 10,000 or 15 or 20,000.
Yeah, this is the way. Again, that other road, I'm not sure if it drives us through the plant. I just hadn't taken that path, so
Yeah. Well, you can see they've done a lot of mining in these parts.
this might be off and on. And
Route 90 has to be the route that's described when it said that Jehovah came up from Haran. So we're all in this general area. Sorry about that, Dave.
No,
Sorry about
not your
the
fault.
bumps.
No.
If you're getting a little ill, you can just not look at the screen.
Bad thing about it is when it's bumpy, I can't really look through, and
That's
it
okay.
gets wacky.
yeah,
I shouldn't even be trying to do this, but we're doing it. So we'll see, huh?
Yeah. We're getting closer, as you can see the mountains coming up here.
yeah, we won't even need to go around the back side really. We can just when we get up here and we've got a good view of it.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to walk up there, Ross?
Yeah,
today?
we could hike up to the top.
At some point, you can stop and get a good look at it.
Yeah, we're gonna
you know,
get a beautiful picture
Right,
right
we'll get
around that outside edge where they can see the plateau, and then we'll take a break.
Ross, was there a parking lot you set up here?
Yeah, it's around the back side, but
We're not going to go there.
it's a better view if we stop in the front of it up
I
here.
think so. Can
And
we get under this power line too?
we can even set up, if
Oh.
we want to, we can set up a tripod or whatever and talk for a few minutes.
Yeah,
and then-
I'm all for that.
all right. Now don't worry about all these stop and don't go this way, and
Which way we going?
we're gonna
This way?
take a left.
Left.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they're saying
Yeah,
If you go
probably
any
don't
further,
go.
don't go. We're gonna kill you.
Yeah. Especially if you got a video camera.
Hey, they got a 50-kilometer-per-hour speed limit up here, but
You don't want to go that fast?
man, we're going 45. No, we are going 50 kilometers. So that's 60 kilometers. 50.
What's with these stacked big stones?
I think that's just a nice little decoration for the place. And
So you had a contact saying they're getting something?
yep.
Okay.
Is there
So you
anyone
need to
here
clarify this. It's probably not the best of anything, because good grief.
Now we're gonna turn right up here. Yep. Take a right. You're probably on camera. See, this is fun stuff, man.
This is an adventure.
Isn't it fun? Dave said it ain't fun for me.
I love it.
I'm good.
I love
I'm
doing
good.
this.
I'm good. That's it.
All right, we're still coming up. That's it.
I'm not gonna take any pictures of no towers or anything.
No.
Yeah.
If they come and pull us over, I'm gonna just say, talk to Dave.
Yeah.
He held us by gunpoint.
Yeah.
No one in their right mind would be out here in neither roads.
So there's
Another
the
reason
road.
why you don't buy rental cars.
Yeah, that's right. So I got messages saying, "Hang in there, Dave. You're doing fine."
Hey, look at this here. Look at this here. What a
Wow.
beautiful view.
Wow.
Huh, Ross?
That's beautiful.
There you go.
Now we're gonna, as we get in front of it, we'll take a break, stop, get out, set up a tripod,
Maybe read the script.
maybe read a little bit,
Yeah.
drink some water. We need to drink some water. It's hot, even though we're in the AC. It's hot out here in the desert.
97
Now, this looks a little bit like Masada.
Right.
Some of you may know that from, it is a prominent place in the wilderness of Zin, and it fits, according to the northern route, it fits the place where Aaron would have, quite possibly, because of the geographical points we've talked about.
Right.
So the cool thing about this, now Dave, wherever you and the Daves decide, let's get up here where there's a lowness in the dirt,
Right.
and Dave, does that give you a good shot if we
Sure.
get you?
Yeah, I think so.
And you're in the shade.
I wanna
so
catch-
the car running, and we'll get out and set up a
I'll
tripod.
try not
so
to make everybody sick, so I want to zoom back in and kind of, without breaking the hand.
Dave, once we get the tripod set up.
Yep. I just had to get a quick one. Tell you what. I'm gonna get back from this car engine. Yeah. Take this. Don't trust that. I think this is. Don't need that with that.
Let me know when you want to shut the car off.
standing on the ancient path, reading the ancient words.
Something's amiss here.
What happened, Dave?
Something's amiss here.
Okay.
Hang on, what you got? Show the mountain for a minute. Just hold it,
Okay.
Garmin here.
All right.
Hold it. Just kind of do that.
All right, so what we're looking at again in the, if you go, we'll send the link, but Bible Places lists this as Mount Zen and Mount Hor. So I'm going to be talking about Numbers chapter 21. Numbers chapter 21 begins in verse 1. It says, when the Canaanite king of Arad. Now, the Arad is going to be about 35 miles north of here, where we're standing right now. 35 miles north. And it says the king of Arad, who dwelt in the Negev, learned that Israel was coming. By the way of Atarim, he engaged Israel in battle and took some of them captive.
Let me put this thing on this so I can.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So if he was in the south, if they had gone the southern route, why would he be caring about?
Yeah, I mean, and is he going to go all the way down there for the war? Okay,
Right.
so, but that's the reason they placed this as one of the options, you know, a
Right.
proposal in the southern, the northern journey, not
Sure.
the southern.
Right.
So, but Numbers 21,
Yeah.
Israel made a vow to Jehovah and said, if you deliver this people into our hand, we'll prescribe their towns. The Lord,
I got you.
that's all right. Don't worry about it. Leave it down there. We'll prescribe their towns. The Lord Jehovah heeded Israel's plea, delivered up the Canaanites, and they and their cities were prescribed. So that place was called Hormah. They set out from Mount Hor by way of the sea to skirt the land of Edom. Now Edom we know
Right.
is south
Right.
and to the east.
Yes.
So we know we're in the right area.
Yeah.
The people grew restive on the journey and so forth. So this is the section, I'm trying to hold my pages, where later we read that Aaron dies, okay?
Yeah.
So let me back it up a few verses. In Numbers chapter 20,
Mm-hmm.
all right, let's go back to verse 22. Numbers chapter 20, verse 22. Setting out from Kadesh. Now, people argue about where Kadesh is.
Right.
So we'll place it south of here. Now, how far standing?
Yeah.
But they're going to be headed east. We know they have to head from west to east because
Right.
they've got to get to the other side of the Jordan. We
Right.
know where that's at,
And,
right?
and then they come back east again to go into Israel.
They
at
come
the top.
west. They come
They,
back
they
west.
come west,
Yeah,
excuse
that's
me,
right.
at the top of the Dead Sea,
Mhm.
right by the River Jordan.
So
right?
look at, so verse setting 22, setting out from Kadesh, Israelites arrive in body at Mount Hor. All right, so if this is, as it's proposed, Mount Hor, at Mount Hor on the boundary of the land of Edom. We know Edom is south and east of,
right over here.
yeah.
Kind of right over there.
so look at this. Jehovah says to Moses and Aaron, verse 24, let Aaron be gathered to his kin. He's not to enter the land that I've assigned to the Israelite people, because you disobeyed my command about the waters of Meribah. Take Aaron and his son Eleazar and bring them up on Mount Hor. Look, right behind us. Strip Aaron of his vestments and put them on his son Eleazar. There Aaron shall be gathered unto the dead. All right. Now I'm reading from the JPS, so how accurate is this? You know, I don't have the Hebrew in front of me.
Mhm.
But Moses did as Jehovah had commanded. They ascended Mount Hor in the sight of the whole community. Now let me ask you, if the community is around here, you could see someone up there. It's not taller than, say, a Masada. You could
Right.
see somebody up there.
Right.
If it's a peak, you know how but this plateau, that could happen, right? So stripped in the sight of the whole community. Moses stripped Aaron of his vestments and put them on his son Eleazar, and Aaron died on the summit of the mountain. When Moses and Eleazar came down from the mountain, the whole community knew that Aaron had breathed his last.
Wow.
See, he doesn't come down.
says that they wept for Aaron for 30 days, even the entire house of Israel.
That's right.
That's pretty powerful.
So if this is the location, you know, and people could argue, they go, well, what's the archaeological evidence? What's this? What's that? I mean, what do you expect you're going to find? I mean,
Well,
but
they're not going to be a sign here saying that it's here.
this is it, right? But I just want you to know that this, in biblical, especially when you're talking about the ancient biblical world, there are going to be debates as to actual locations.
Right.
Here's what we know. We know that we're in the wilderness of Zin.
Right.
We know that.
Mhm.
Like the wilderness of Zin didn't
Yeah.
move. We know that south of us is the wilderness of Paran.
Right.
So we got Paran, we've got the wilderness of Zin.
It's kind of like triangulating it.
It is.
I mean, if you got all these other signposts, it has to be somewhere within this area.
Yeah.
And if you look, there are no other mountains like this.
Yeah, this one stands out.
Right.
I mean, it really stands out.
Yeah.
And first of all, just while we're here and we're kind of relaxed a little bit, thanks to Dave Cole for trying to put this little show
Oh, yeah.
on. I think we're live.
I think so.
And so it was a rough drive to get here.
Mhm.
I mean, this is not, I mean, who would do this?
No.
Like, I mean, Dave advised, yeah, why don't we just do something here? We
Right.
could,
Right.
but we kind of felt like if it worked, you'd get a different kind of experience.
Yeah. And not a lot of people could even come over here and find this place, Ross. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's another problem. We've been here so many times. And how long did you and Dave stay at Tamar? One time?
We were here over a month.
Over
when
a
we-
month.
Yeah, just looking at this kind
So
of
from
stuff.
that perspective, you got to figure some things out.
Yeah.
And you want to quote any other Bible verses?
Well, the main thing, I just wanted people to take this ride with us,
Yeah.
even given all the technological issues that you might have had on your end.
Right.
That's not our fault.
And I'm not going far away because that wind, I don't want to catch that camera and take
Yeah.
off. I want
Well, look, you guys jump here. I'm gonna make sure.
Well,
Get in that shot. You the
Dave,
man that did
There's
it.
the cameraman, Dave.
There you go,
And,
Dave.
come on over here a little bit, Dave. Yeah.
What's that?
There it is.
You ladies jump in and just on. You want
come
to
on.
get on set for a minute?
Yeah, this is an incredible sight. So I think when you look at the theory of constraints and triangulation, Ross, I mean I feel fairly confident that this has to be it. If it's not far from here. But one of the other things that just kind of make you go, you look around and there are no other mountains like this one. And so we know we're also in Zin, right?
That's
so
right.
that's the other issue, is you put all these constraints on the thought process. It's like, well, this has to be, it becomes very relevant that this has to be the place.
Ross, I can't remember where I'm supposed to stand.
You're good. You're right in the shot, Spurs.
Here's another one. Here's another thing you want to, if you could just, throughout the Numbers 33, they're going to start here, go up to the Scorpion's Ascent, and then go to Tamar.
Yeah.
So that's a path that we could take you on to, on the way back, but we kind of reversed the path.
Right.
We are staying at Tamar, but we came this way. But the actual Israelites, if you were doing it, real time live, in what year would that be? Somewhere around 1500 BC or something. They'd be coming this way, and they would be marching that way.
Yeah.
The other issue is if they're marching through here, which we know they did, there's only so many flat spaces. They're not going to be walking on top of the mountains, in my opinion.
Yep. And just one other point
Sure.
to put in there.
Yeah.
I'm staying by the camera, but it's when you start working through Numbers 33, Numbers 33
Right.
is the journeys.
Right.
And there's debate on
Right.
these locations, but they set out from verse 37. They set out from Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor. We're
This
going
is
to
it.
see we're on the edge of Edom.
Ju-
Aaron
just
the
south
priest.
and east of, and east of here, right? South
Yep.
and east of here. That's Edom right over the horizon.
Yep.
And again, Ross, when you look at it, that there are no other mountains. This really stands out as potentially the mountain.
Right.
There are other archaeological and historical references that we're not just saying this as something we thought of. A lot of biblical scholars have said this is it. But a great overview of why he thinks this is Mount Hor as well. So drones, he's filmed at Tamar.
Right.
And
Knocked it down here.
And you guys are putting together a little something
right, we're We're going to be making a video of this. Kind of came up with a melody based on the vowel pointing of the class, right? I think on the chapter before the Song of Moses.
Yeah.
So next up is the Song of Moses, and I think you know, it's really brings to life how stressful it was for these folks to be out here, and how you know, it's a real thing. It's not just something else. What do you think, Ross?
I think that's good. I think what we'll do is, do I have hat hair?
No, you don't.
Now, so just to let you know, throughout the week, we hope to do a few live videos. Not necessarily this.
Right.
When we turn the feed off and Dave chews me out for trying this,
I'm
you all right? All right. No, but he had the hard job because he, you know, we didn't even.
No.
I mean, it's a lot more than
No,
what
we just
most
threw it.
people
We
do.
just risked it, and hopefully it came out good. I think, Ross, one of the great things is that a lot of folks are never going to get here, and
Yeah.
to bring them out to kind of show them the way, and you know, this place, to see it. I had no idea when I was a young man reading the Bible that I would be standing in front of Mount Hor someday,
Yeah.
or potential for that site, and I wouldn't even know what it looked like. And now I think if this is not Mount Hor, it's going to look pretty similar.
Yeah, and if you look out and you get a feel for the colors,
Yeah.
if when Dave will pan out there for you in a minute to his right,
Yeah.
just to kind of show you the color. As this, when the sun sets,
And for all of you that are watching, I hope it's like being in the wilderness. Hopefully, we'll.
again, we hope to bring some things to you live throughout the next couple of weeks. Actually, maybe some Jerusalem video or something. All right.